Hello, I'm Ron Fisher, and I would like to make a case for why Christians must vote. Both Pew and Gallup research tell us that those who identify as evangelical Christians make up 24% of the American adult population. Catholics make up 23%, and mainline Protestants another 22% of the American population. For the sake of simplification, I am going to focus on the evangelical Christian segment. This group votes conservative more than 80% of the time. The evangelical vote is America's largest voting bloc, but could be even larger if more evangelicals voted. Sadly, statistics reveal that 30% of evangelicals are not even registered to vote. And those that are registered, 40% simply don't vote. I believe all Christians should be informed and voting in every election, because voting is a necessary function for a healthy society and safeguard against those who would seek to subvert our constitutional form of government. The simple fact of the matter is that all Christians are compelled to vote because the Scriptures declare we are the salt and light of the world, and therefore a very important part of American society. However, many Christians focus only on being light in this world and ignore the fact that we must also be salt as well. In ancient times, salt was used as a preservative, hence the reason Christ used this idiom. We are to preserve our culture from the inherent evil of unregenerate mankind. James Madison said, "If men were angels, no government would be necessary." You cannot claim to love your neighbor and at the same time remain silent and disengaged from the political arena. Yeah, I know, politics are dirty, and it's hard to endure the hypocrisy, the deceit, and manipulation of our two-party system. But that is the nature of the American democratic process. The bottom line is that just a small voting increase of only 5% by the Christian community could change an election and direction of our nation. If Christians would vote, we'd have many more conservative school board members, judges, and lawmakers who support conservative Christian values. This is why on November 5th, we will be provided this one last opportunity to right our ship of state. I believe this to be the most critical election in my lifetime, and very likely the most critical in this nation's 248 years. The fate of our constitutional republic stands in the balance, and that balance will depend on how the Christian community responds. In 1980, Christians displayed a unity of purpose when, with the help of evangelicals, Catholics, and Protestants, Ronald Reagan secured a landslide victory, winning 489 electoral votes and capturing nearly 51% of the popular vote. This was the only time in American history a Republican nominee defeated a Democratic incumbent in both the popular and electoral vote. The question is this: can we do it again? The sad news is that following the 1980 surge of Christian political involvement, Christians got comfortable and went to sleep at the wheel. Because of our ambivalence, and we now have radical Islam, Marxist communism, and postmodern paganism on our university campuses, and uncontrollable chaos in our streets. Truly, history is repeating itself, with the Middle East on fire again and darkness hovering over the land of the free. Even more disturbing is that our body politic is now embracing these abhorrent ideologies where evil is called good and good is called evil. What truly breaks my heart is that Christian community remains silent with barely a whimper of dissent. My friend, silence in the face of these evils is clearly not a godly response. Now more than ever, Christians need to find their voice. In 2024, just as in 1980, we are faced with the choice between two distinctly different visions of America's future. Will it be an acceleration of godlessness and tyranny, or a return to the Christian model of governance? Another 4 years of the radical left-wing agenda will certainly be the death of our republic. The time to restore cultural norms, the rule of law, and build safeguards against government overreach is now. Now I hear the grumbling. Yeah, but I don't like Trump, you say. Well, here's the deal, my friend. If you are waiting for the perfect candidate, then you will spend the rest of your life waiting for that candidate. And while you wait, the darkness grows. Even Ronald Reagan had his flaws, but we rallied around him and won a historic victory. Now let me remind you, Donald Trump is not a candidate for pastor, ruling elder, or pope. He is not seeking an ecclesiastic office. He is seeking to be commander-in-chief and leader of the free world. A high office indeed, but certainly not requiring a degree in theology or perfect piety. With all the dangers confronting us, we need to be focused on winning this battle, not on his tweets of rightful frustration. What this man and his family have endured these past 8 years has proven him to be a man of courage beyond any I've seen in my lifetime. God spared Donald Trump from an assassin's bullet to finish the work that Ronald Reagan began in 1981. At this time in our history, we need a fearless leader, not another hope and change flim-flam scam from the Democrats. So my dear brothers and sisters, this is the point in history when we must hear the clarion call and remove the cancers that are destroying us from within. And then we will have 4 years to restore the nation's moral compass, rule of law, and world leadership. Don't be fooled by the Democrats' twisted messaging about saving democracy. Over the last 4 years, this Democrat gaggle has waged a relentless war on our Christian foundations, our democratic processes, and constitutional safeguards. We cannot be silent while this left-wing gaggle attempts to check another one off their bucket list of self-indulgence and dreadful ambition. It's time to get out of the pew and put legs to our faith. While you contemplate how you will vote on November 5th, let's go back in time and hear the speech that changed the course of American history. In the 1980 GOP convention, Ronald Reagan said this:
"For those who've abandoned hope, we'll restore hope and we'll welcome them into a great national crusade to make America great again."
Earlier I asked the question, can we do it again? I believe the answer to that question is an absolute yes. My Bible tells me that with God all things are possible. However, the greater question is this: will we do it again? America's future is in your hands, my friend. Remember the words of James, the brother of Jesus, when he said, "Faith without works is dead." So this is how we put legs to our faith. Pray that God will forgive our ambivalent apathy and give us boldness in this time of great danger. Get every member of your family registered to vote, including children and grandchildren and your next-door neighbor. Do it quickly. On Election Day, get out and vote. Make sure every family member and neighbor gets to their voting precinct, and if necessary, provide transportation. Choose wisely, because your children and grandchildren are depending on you to make the right choices. Thank you for listening, and may God bless America again.
My pledge reads, I'm with you, the American people. I am your voice. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I say these words to you tonight. I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. To all Americans tonight, in all of our cities and in all of our towns, I make this promise. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. God bless you.